In this video, I'm going over my theory about the potential Hydra Diplin that we could see in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC Part 2, the Indigo Disc. But this is the symbol for Dino, which is 1. And then we have Doduo's footprint, which is 2. The third one, this one is where it gets a little interesting. He put 13 bolts on 13 bolt emojis and said the third one. So if we look at Sandy Shock, 7 on the body, and you have 6 on the tail. So 13 bolts makes sense, right? This image, people are saying it's Probopass, but I don't know. This one doesn't make any sense to me. It kind of looks like Togetic's the Togepi line design. For some reason, the internet is all saying Probopass, and I just, if we go to it, oh. I'm a fucking idiot. Shit, I've never seen this before. So it's Probopass. Shit, how did I miss that one? Next one is PPKD number 289 banner version. So PPKD is the Paldean Pokédex. 289 is Wug Trio, but on the banner it shows a Wug Trio and 2 Doug Trios. Wiglets? Yeah, Wiglets, not Doug Trios. Wiglets. So you got 5 heads. So 5. So far we've counted to 5. This one, I still don't really know what exactly it means. I feel like there's still a little bit more to decode here. But we've got 6 Pokemon. And there's 2 possible things that I think could be here. You know, we have weak Pokemon, and it's like gradually getting stronger and like more, like it's getting more powerful as it goes from left to right. Or as someone else has also pointed out, there's one other thing that people have pointed out. These 6 Pokemon plus Phalanx were some of the first Gen 8 Pokemon to come to Pokemon Go. So, Phalanx has 6 little dudes per model, right? So, either way you count it, this is 6. There's 6 Pokemon here. Phalanx isn't included. Phalanx could be the 6th. Or it could also mean that in the fight with Diplin, because this is all a theory about Diplin, that each time we beat it, it'll come back bigger and stronger. So we're counting up here. And then the last one, I didn't actually know what this was. I needed someone to explain this to me because I tried to scan it with my phone, right? It didn't work because you know why? You need a 3DS. This is a Gen 7 island scan QR code for Barbaracle. Whatever that Pokemon's called. So 7. Barbaracle also has 7 barnacles. Its head plus its 5 extremities. And then the last hint he gives us is imagining time. How will they show it in game? Hint 1 by 1. So I have a bit of a theory here, and a lot of other people have talked about it, but I think I'm doing a little bit of a deeper cut. So far, we have counted up to 7, right? Now, if you guys, I'm assuming everyone here knows what the Hydra of Lerna is. It is the second trial of it's the Hydra that Hercules faces in his second trial in, I don't remember what story it is, but it's the Hydra that Hercules kills. And it has 9 heads. So we're a little short there because 9 is clearly more than 7. But we know that Diplin itself is not 1 Pokemon. It's 2 Pokemon. So if we take the 7 that it's been counting toward, that Riddler counted up, plus the 2 worms that are in Diplin, we get 9. And 9 is the number of heads that the Hydra of Lerna had. It had 8 mortal heads and a 9th immortal head. Stay with me here. Hercules had to cut the heads off 1 by 1. and cauterize or burn or use poison depending on the version of the story to prevent the head from growing back. This is the part where it's a little crazy, and I didn't write this down because I didn't want it to get spoiled. We know that Doku Taro is the poison Pokemon, and we know that it is most likely influencing Kieran in some way, and it will probably be what forces his Dipplin into this Hydra evolution. Because if it's gonna be like Pokemon games in the past, we're probably not going to be able to get this Hydra Dipplin, sadly. It's only going to be this one fight. Kind of like Gigantamax Eternatus in Sword and Shield. You can never get his hand form legitimately. You can only get it through hacking. Hey, Editor Frenchie here, and if you've made it this far in the video, you probably are enjoying my content, and you should really consider subscribing to the channel. At the very least, maybe give this video a like and share it with some friends, or comment down below what you don't like about it. Thanks. In one version of Heracles' sword in the story, Heracles uses fire to prevent the regrowth of heads. But in another version of the story, he uses the Hydra's own poison. It seems like Doku Taro is going to be both what gives Kieran power and potentially what causes Kieran's downfall. I mean, it's kind of a loose connection there, but Heracles using the poison of the Hydra to kill the Hydra would kind of align with us using Doku Taro's poison to take down this Hydra Dipplin. On top of that, there has been another theory, rumor, whatever you want to call it, that the box legendaries, the ride Pokemon, are going to get upgraded battle forms with terrestrialized forms. And like I said, this theory is a little out there, so just let me cook for a second, okay? Heracles could kill the normal 8 heads of the serpent, the 8 mortal heads. He just cut them off with a regular sword, and they were good, dead, gone. But the 9th head, the immortal one, was only able to be cut off of its body with a golden sword gifted to Heracles from his half-sister, Athena, the goddess of wisdom. In Greek mythology, Athena is known as the goddess of wisdom and warfare and is often associated with strategic thinking, intelligence, and technological advancements. What does that sound like if not an AI? We know AI exists in Paldea. We fought one. One gave us the ride Pokemon. So, I mean, I don't know. If they're trying to make analogies here or connections here to the story of the Hydra, it almost makes too much sense that the goddess of wisdom, known for strategic thinking, intelligence, and technological advancement, gives the hero of the story the weapon needed to defeat the beast. So, I feel like the final fight against this potential Hydra Dipplin is where we're going to get this final Terra battle form for our legendaries. The legendary will be the Golden Sword, and it's going to be the only way that we're able to beat the Hydra. But even then, in the story, Hercules was never actually able to kill the Hydra. The Hydra itself is immortal, right? He was able to sever the head, and eventually he let me get to it. Eventually, there's 2 versions of the story that I'm going to focus on. In one version of the story, Hera takes the Hydra's body and all of its heads and places it imprisons it in the sky, and that's how we get the Hydra constellation. In the other version of the story, Hercules buries the Hydra under a massive rock, and eventually the poison seeps out into the river and kills all the fish and makes it like it's really bad. So what if we sink the Blueberry Academy on the Hydra Dipplin? What if the Indigo Disc ends with us destroying the Blueberry Academy? That's my theory. That's what I think might happen. We might destroy the Blueberry Academy in our final fight with Kieran. And then the rest of the story will take place in Kitakami. Because we know we're going back to Kitakami. But this is where see, this is where it all comes together. The Hydra's poison poisons the water and keeps people from, like, you can't eat the fish, you can't drink the water, you can't even really go in the water in the story. It's not covered a lot, but like it's just kind of, it's there. So if we destroy the Blueberry Academy fighting Kieran with his Doku Taro in toxin roided out Hydra Diplin, and we're not able to beat it, the only thing we're able to do is like send it into like the depths of the ocean to prevent it from ever coming back. What if that's how the zombies get to Kitakami? I mean, we know that the Blueberry Academy is in Unova, but we have no idea how close Unova is to Paldea, and we also don't know how close Blueberry Academy is to Paldea because, I mean, oceans are big and territories are big. So, Doku Taro's poison seeps out into the water, eventually getting to Kitakami, which poisons the people of Kitakami, and that's how we get the zombies. And eventually, we face Doku Taro in Kitakami after the destruction of Blueberry Academy. That's what I've got. I mean, yeah, no, Pokemon Company probably won't do this, but, like, wouldn't that be awesome if that's actually, like, if even, like, a fourth of that actually happened? I mean, it might mess up the whole, like, that us being able to, like, do fights and stuff at the Blueberry Academy, but I don't know. If the fight with Kieran is going to be based off of Hercules' fight with the Hydra, it makes sense. You have base Diplin, the 7 heads, and then you have the final Diplin, which I'm guessing would probably be the tail Diplin. And we're not going to be able to defeat it. And I mean, let me know, chat. Like, let me know here in the comments now, like in chat now, or let me know in the comments of the video. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Pokemon Company will actually give us something this crazy? Or do you think we're just gonna get a lame, like, stupid scripted fight where Diplin just has, like, 7 health bars and it's actually, like, Doku Taro is, like, I don't even know. But that's my theory. I think that there's parallels in the stories. I mean, you have Athena paralleling the AI professors. You have the Golden Sword paralleling the Ride Pokemon. You have Diplin paralleling the Hydra, and you have Doku Taro paralleling Hera, who was trying to prevent Hercules from completing his feats. But yeah, that's my theory. I think we're gonna face a 9-stage Diplin Hydra in the Blueberry Academy. That will ultimately end with us using a brand new Terraform battle Ride Pokemon to incapacitate it before we sink the Blueberry Academy to the ocean, which poisons Kitakami. And I'm probably crazy for thinking that.